Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Dazzie's top 20 selling comic books of the week, episode 66. Today I'm going to be discussing the best selling comics on eBay for the week of the 29th of March 2020. Since coverprice.com came on the scene, they've become a go-to spot for watching eBay trends on comics, and they scour thousands of eBay sales to culminate data to spotlight the hottest selling books. Here is this week's top 20 guys. As always, let's find out if you can beat me. Most people normally do. Starting in at number 20 on our list, and this is a recent book and it has a first appearance. The book in question, The Magnificent Miss Marvel, issue number 13. We have the first appearance of a new character called Amulet. Amulet, I believe he's a sidekick, guys. And who knows, we're getting a Miss Marvel show down the line. I think that's why a lot of people are specking on this book. Maybe we'll see the character. The book sold 14 copies and had a 7-day trend of plus 102%, with a high sale roll going for $9.47. Up next, we are sticking with Marvel, and it's another recent title, and this was simply just a nice variant that collectors had to turn to online shops to get a copy. The book in question is Spiderwoman, issue number 1, and it's a rather striking Andrews 1 in 25, guys. There's your book. I like that cover a lot. If I was a cover buyer, I might be interested. Just not enough room in my collection anymore. Well, it sold 18 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 81%, and a high sale roll went for $17.41. For a 1 in 25, bit of a steal. Like I said, I don't get a chance at these variants. Number 18 on our list, and we are sticking with Spider-Woman. And this time, we're getting a surprise secret variant featuring the Mayday Parker costume. And this is your book, guys. Another nice looking cover. The secret surprise variant. What can I tell you about this one? Well, it sold 39 copies, had a 7-day trend of plus 37%, and a high sale roll went for $59.99. So, very impressive figures for a recent title. Number 17 on our list, still going strong. My last couple of top 20s have been full of Punchline and the Designer. Number 17 on our list, guys, is Year of the Villain, Hell Arisen, issue 3, the Federici variant. Yeah, this one you don't see as popular as the regular cover, but it's still doing good numbers. What can I tell you about this one? Well, like I say, the first cameo appearance of Punchline, and not much more else to say. It sold 16 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 108%, and a high sale CGC 9.8. Yeah, they're out there already, believe it or not. Went for $149.99. 16 on our list. And it's our first our second DC book. And we are going from back to 2016. The book in question is Justice League issue 50. Issue 50. And what is making this one hot, I'm about to tell you. It is the first appearance or reference to the 3 Jokers. And that is going to be an upcoming storyline, if I'm not mistaken. It sold 16 copies at a 7-day trend of plus 109%, and a high sale roll went for $14.50. 15 on our list is a book that I wanted to get just last week, but I missed out on a bidding war. And it's not the most expensive a book, but it's got a bit of heat. Marvel set up a Facebook page, and this is a book from 2004. And on that page, it's all about Quake. The book in question, you probably know it, guys. From 2004, like I said, Secret War issue number 2. Now, the reason I was after this was because I've just been watching a lot of Marvel Rising and picking up a lot of those first appearances. They're cheap. You can get them all for £3 and under. I picked up Exile, Sheath, Hala, the Accuser. So there was a few there. Inferno was another one. But Quake was another character I wanted to add to my PC. Again, I missed out. Now, she's, of course, already appeared on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And that Facebook page I spoke of make collectors think that Marvel has future plans for her, for this character. And it sold 10 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 186%. And a high sale raw went for $14.99. Up next is another DC book. And this is a book I've tried to get at one of my LCSs. Of course, we're in quarantine right now, so I don't know whether my LCS did hold this book for me. And the book in question is Nightwing issue 70, and it is the Alan Qua variant. I do like this cover. Pretty cool looking Nightwing on there, guys. Now, I've tried to book the regular cover, and it's all to do with this new Joker storyline, isn't it? And people were beginning to think that Punchline was appearing in that issue. She doesn't. But it sold 40 copies at a 7-day trend of plus 48%, and a high sale raw went for $25.33. That 9-week 70 didn't have a lot of it goodness in the guts, but it sold well. 13 on our list is a new artist on the block, and she is turning heads. And rightly so, I like her stuff. It is Spider-Woman, issue number 1, and this time we have the Momoko variant. Yeah, is it Peach Momoko? This is the 1 in 25, guys. I do like her work. It's very simplistic, but it does grab your attention. There we go. The 1 in 25. What can I tell you about that one? Well, it sold 32 copies, and it had a 7-day trend of plus 68%, and a high sale raw went for $28.19. Peach Momoko is very, very popular right now. Number 12, talking of popular, if there's ever a book I would like in my collection, this is the one. Will I ever have it? Unless Tony delivers? No, sadly not. But I do have the facsimile. The book in question, from 1974, the year I was born, is, of course, The Incredible Hulk, issue 181, guys. Let's get a better picture of that. We all know what it looks like. Incredible Hulk, issue 181 from 1974. The first full appearance, or so they say, of Wolverine. The debate is still out, guys. Personally, I like 180, but I wouldn't be able to afford that either, sadly. It's just a matter of time before Wolverine gets announced into the MCU. I've told you before, guys, big money is being thrown apparently at Hugh Jackman to return. I'd love to see it. Do I believe it'll happen? No. Henry Cavill was talked up. I think he'd be a good Wolverine, but I like him as Superman. Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter, please don't let it happen. Surely not. Well, anyway, Hulk 181 sold 18 copies, and it had a 7-day trend of plus 135%, and a high sale CGC 9.4, get ready for it, went for a whopping 8,900. I've just seen a 9.4 on eBay. I've been looking at it. It's at a white price range, and probably a lot of people's. Over 11,000. Somebody's asking for that now. We're 9 books in, and I haven't had one of these books yet. That's about to change. Number 11 on our list is a book that has 2 first appearances, and the book is on a little bit of a crest of a wave at the moment, because one of these characters, surprisingly, has been announced at possibly getting his own Sony movie. The book from 1986 is Web of Spider-Man, issue number 19. Now, yeah, I probably overpaid. I paid £7.99 the other day for this. Do I think this character will appear in the Sony universe? Probably not, but I got caught up in the moment. And the reason this one's on fire is the first appearance of a character called Solo, who is James Bourne, an enemy of Spiderman, who then becomes an ally. Okay, and like I said, Solo is apparently getting his own Sony movie. It's being early development. Now, we've also got the first appearance of Humbug, who is Buck Mitty, who later mutated and was granted a mercy killing by Shang-Chi, who tore his head off. And who knows, with Shang-Chi movies down the line, you might get Humbug as well. But, like I say, it's very unlikely, but the rumour still sold 24 copies, and it had a 7-day trend of plus 111%. And high sale, CGC 9.8, went for a very impressive $217.50. And that leads us into the big top 10. And I am doing possibly the worst I have ever done. I have 1 out of 10. Beat that, Snizzle Pop. Right, number 10 on our list, guys. I'm on a bit of a roll. From 1992, it is a character that is rumoured to be appearing in Disney Plus's The Falcon and Winter Soldier. Again, I'm not convinced. Why would they stick a mutant in there? Because that's what we got. From 1992, X-Men issue number 4 is our number 10 book, guys. The first appearance of Omega Red, it was Arkady Gregovich. Now, I've said it before, I think in the Deadpool 2 deleted scenes, we get a little bit of Omega Red in that. I think there's more chance that he would appear in a further Deadpool movie than in The Falcon and Winter Soldier. But people are convinced, and it sold 27 copies. Crazy stuff. It had a 7-day trend of plus 98%, and our high sale CGC 9.8 went for $175. Will he appear in The Falcon and Winter Soldier? I'll leave that up to you guys. But I keep finding these. Don't overpay for this book. I've sold 2 or 3. If you look hard enough, this one will fall in your lap. Number 9 on our list. And an interesting one we have here. This is from, bear with me, sorry. This is from 2007. The book in question is Countdown, issue number 31. Countdown, issue number 31. And this is an interesting one, guys. Why is this one hot? Well, this contains a short origin of the Joker, which alludes to there being 3 Jokers. So I spoke just now about, I think it was Justice League issue 50 about the 3 Jokers. It sold 24 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 114%, and a high sale raw went for $14.99. I'd pay £1 for it, nothing more. But it's up to you guys. I'll leave it to you. Now, number 8 on our list is a character I like more than Punchline. It is a character that came out at the same time. This is a recent title. You probably guessed it, guys. This is Batman, issue 90. The regular cover. And this is the first appearance of the Designer. The Designer. Now, if I could find that one for cover price, I probably would snag that one. And I don't do new books. Well, that first full appearance of the Designer sold 38 copies at a 7-day trend of plus 84%, and a high sale raw went for $21.44. Like I said, cover price, that'll do me, no more. Number 7 on our list, wow. And people were jumping on this book. Thanks to my good friend, JPL Flash Comics Geekdom, and I think it was Tuamua as well. This is a book from 1987. Now, like I said, the 2 YouTubers I just mentioned, I think, tongue-in-cheek, were saying that this character could be Punchline. And Key Collectors app jumped on board. We all know it's crazy. Because I think James Tinian's come out and said that, no, Punchline is Punchline. No other character is involved. Well, this is a stretch. It is a big stretch. Most copies went pretty cheap. It sold 16 copies. And what book are we talking about? Batman, 412. Oh my days. Punchline? No. This is the first appearance of the Mime. It was Camilla Orton. Now, I think I picked this book up. Well, I picked it up ages ago. It was a cheap first appearance. I paid 60p for this, and you can see mine's pretty beat up. It's got a tatty corner. But for 60p, I thought, yeah, let's snag it. I think the Mime appeared in the Batman Lego movie, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, it sold 16 copies, had a 7-day trend of plus 262%, thanks to my friend JPL Flash, and it had a high sale, raw, near mint copy, go for $36. I'll settle for my ratty 60p book. Crazy stuff. Number 6 on our list. Punchline, you just can't get away from it. And this book is still moving. This is Batman 89, of course, guys. This is the regular first print. The first cameo appearance of Punchline and the designer. Sadly, my variant is not in the top 20. Yeah, I picked up the Matina cardstock variant. And it's been in the top 20 last couple of weeks, but not anymore. It sold, believe it or not, 50 copies, had a 7-day trend of plus 87% and a high sale, CGC 9.8. I've told you they're out there already. Went for $149.99. Mental. Now, like I said, I tried to get this book reserved at my LCS. The book was a pre-sales monster because Diamond used a descriptive word of Punchline in the solicitations for the book, causing the fever that sold and made this book pretty darn expensive straight out of the gate. Hence, Punchline does not appear. And of course, the book I'm talking about is the regular copy to Nightwing issue number 70. Yeah, I hope you didn't overpay for this one, guys. Like I said, I thought I could flip it, but I don't even get a chance at that now. I think this one will come crashing back down. But I'm quarantined and I will not be able to get an opportunity to flip my copy if there is one. It sold a huge amount of 111 copies. Why? There's no first appearance, just an appearance of Punchline. Had a 7-day trend of plus 52% and a high sale raw copy went for $39.99. That's madness. Oh my days. Number 4 on our list from 1991. I made a hot comic book alert about this. And this is the first appearance of the Minutemen. And the Minutemen first appeared in the Fantastic Four issue 352. Well, why are the Minutemen on fire, guys? Well, because they are supposedly going to be in the Loki TV show. Sorry about that, guys. The Loki TV show. So, yeah. If you can find a cheap copy, I think it's worth a grab. I would pick up one, £5 and under, I think. Yeah, I think it was IDBM or IBDM, one of them. But they listed the Minutemen as going to be in the Loki TV show. And that made 24 copies of that book sell. It had a 7-day trend of plus 266% and a high sale. Raw copy went for $19.95. Apparently it was near mint plus. 3 books to go, guys. And I just can't get away from this character. It's getting rather repetitive, but number 3 on our list is the first full appearance, of course, of Punchline. In Year of the Villain, Hell Arisen, issue 3, the first printing, of course. Crazy. I just can't, you know, if I saw it for £10, maybe, but I am paying the prices that people are paying. I've seen it going for 30, for 40, raw. What? Would have been nice to get a couple to flip, I know that, because who was buying Year of the Villain? It sold 78 copies, it had a 7-day trend of plus 99% and a high sale, CGC 9.8. They're out there. Went for $169.99. Who knows? Punchline might be killed off next week. You never know, guys. well, I'm all for investment, but I can't see her being the new Harlequin. Not for me. Now, number 2 on our list, and this is a book I nearly picked up for £4, but I thought possibly it was in bad taste. People are now specking on the coronavirus, and this is a book that features the first appearance of a villain, Corona. Yeah, in Spectacular Spider-Man issue 176. Here's your book, guys. Unbelievable, isn't it? Could somebody read the future? I don't know. But like I said, Corona is selling. Madness. I don't know how it's appeared in my top 20, but it is what it is. A book from 1991. People bought 35 copies of this book, and it had a 7-day trend of plus 382%, and the Nearman Raw went for a high sale of $40. Oh dear. I mean, I guess if you can find it cheap enough, and we do come out the other side of this, I suppose it's some sort of memory of the event, but I think it's a little bit in bad taste. That's why I didn't grab one. Number 1 on our list. And this is an interesting one because I would never have thought this would be number 1 on our list. This is a Todd McFarlane variant that features the popular Gunslinger Spawn on the cover. And for Spawn fans, it is an instant buy. I have the early issues of Spawn. I've got a couple of the later ones, but I'm not the biggest Spawn fan. I think I've only ever read issue number 9. I got the Spawn first movie, but of course getting a further one with Jamie Foxx down the line. The book in question is Spawn issue 306, and it is the Gunslinger variant. It is a nice cover, I'll give it that. Here's your book, guys. Our number 1 this week, Spawn 306, the Gunslinger variant. Of course, comes from Todd McFarlane. What can I tell you about our number 1 book? It sold 40 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 588%. And a high sale raw copy went for $39.99, guys. That is it. It's another wrap. Let's see how many Dazzie got this week. It is my worst ever week, guys. A pitiful 3. 3 copies. And that includes the mime. What's going on? If you like what you see, please subscribe. I'm at a world record 808. Things are going well for my channel, but I'll keep pumping out the content. Like my video, stick the thumb up. It means a lot to me. That's Daz over and out. Stay safe. Bye for now.